Hi everyone out in YouTube land. Well, we're at a different kind of lake today, and I'll show you. This is a lake with houses around it. Look at how crowded together they are. Isn't this interesting? I'm going to zoom in on the Canadian geese. I have seen more Canadian geese at this lake this year than I have seen in the last 20 years. Isn't that interesting? For some reason, well, they say in California that the wildlife are returning to some of their original places because not having so many people around and not having so much pollution and stuff. You know, as I guess a lot of people are leaving California. Here comes a pontoon boat. On the pontoon, making waves, catching rays upon the... Jumping out the back. Don't act like you don't want to. Anybody know that song? Oh, they're coming up here. Coming up here. Fishing. Got a bunch of little kids on there. So nice. Taking a trip down memory lane. There's a house here that they used to rent out, that my parents used to rent in the wintertime so they didn't have to spend time in the snow in Colorado. And this is the house. A lot of great memories in this house. Yep, a lot of family stuff. What a blessing. God has blessed us through so many generations. Okay, we're back in the garden now, and we're going to do the May garden tour. I am so thankful for all the rain that we had this year, and this is my rain catchment system here. Comes off of the roof and drips into these two containers, and we didn't get really a lot of rain this year, but do you know that for 6 months I have used no tap water, all rainwater the whole time. Starting here with the tomato and the pepper that I got from the dollar store. And look at here. Look at that baby. Oh, so nice. There's another one on the other side. I've got a Moringa seed planted here. Over here is a pumpkin. And the pepper has a blossom right here. I think you can see it. Okay, that's that one. Now in here, I have Swiss chard. I have one radish. This one will have to go. Pretty soon I'll eat it. I have some spinach that's making a comeback. And there's a pumpkin. There's some peas in the back, starting to give off pods. And going back to the Swiss chard, it is delicious. It's the light colored Swiss chard. It's not the red or the dark, but see how it's kind of yellow down here where usually it's red. And it is so mild and so delicious. Another radish right here. In this bin, I have carrots and a pumpkin, and I also have a Moringa seed planted here. I'm just planting the moringas just to see what they'll do. I just love that the idea of that plant. It's supposed to grow really fast. It's supposed to be able to use any kind of soil, and it's a warm weather plant, so I don't know if it will. I don't know what will happen to it when I'm not here this summer. In this bin, we've got a pumpkin that's really taking off. There's a tomato here I planted from the seed, and it is almost as big as the one I got from the dollar store in that other bin. Back here we have chamomile carrots. These are colored carrots, and I can't wait to pull them up and see what colors they are. It's supposed to be purple and yellow and all different. I still do the same type of watering that I used to do when it drips out the bottom. Then I take the water in that tub, put it back in my watering can, and dilute it with regular water, and use that to water all the plants again. That is homemade compost tea. As the weather has gotten warmer and warmer, the onions are starting to grow more. The cauliflower gave off one of its heads in here. I already ate it. Got celery in this bin. I've got pea pods here. And this bin is doing well. Here's the bin that had the huge peas. And I have cut them way back now because they're just kind of almost done. And I've been chopping it up, making some mulch. Down here, as the weather warms up, I want to keep that soil covered up more so it doesn't lose as much water. This cauliflower I also have eaten, and there's a new flower growing down inside of that one. In this one, we have pea pods almost ready to eat. Here's a nice pumpkin growing. The celery's doing great. On the really hot days, it kind of closes up its leaves when it feels kind of dry. Here is a cantaloupe. And these little guys in the corner, these are lemon balm. You're supposed to be able to rub that on your skin and keep the mosquitoes away. So we're going to try that this summer. This bin, I have a moringa seed growing down inside this pea vine mulch. Got a little cantaloupe back here, pumpkin here. Got my big broccoli. I think it's just starting to have a flower in there. So nice. Also a pea vine coming out of this bin. Oh, here I got my solar oven going. Got a potato in there. I put a potato first thing in the morning, and if I gradually move this table a little bit to the left, every now and then, I can cook me a potato in the sunshine. I really like that. It's called the Sun Flare Solar Oven. It's just the smallest one they make, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. In this bin, we got some lettuce. Ooh, it's really doing well. Every day I can see it's grown a lot. Got some carrots back there that I'll be eating soon. Got a nice big pumpkin growing here, and a little pea vine. Speaking of carrots, yesterday I pulled a whole bunch of the carrots out, and I made carrot bread. It's so delicious. You just put carrots, a little bit of onions from the garden, a little bit of parsley from the garden, a little bit of celery, and ground it. Or cooked it first, ground it all up in the blender, and mixed it with some flour and milk. Made a little dough, and then cut that up in little pieces and cooked it. It was really good. Here we have a spot. Wherever I had an empty spot, I planted a moringa seed. Because I had a whole bunch of them. It's so funny because last year I ordered moringa seeds and I had them on the kitchen table, and the dogs got up on the table and ate all of the seeds except 2. So I planted the 2 that were left, and they didn't do very well last year because I watered them too much. So I thought I'd try again this year. They're really not expensive to buy, the seeds. Okay, got a pumpkin here. Got some more peas on this vine here. Look at this, it's so cute. I just put up this string yesterday, and look at how it's already wrapped its little tendrils around the string. It seems like the peas seem to like small things to wrap their tendrils around. When I put them up against these bigger things, they don't seem to grab a hold as easily. Okay, Snapdragons. They kind of died back a ways. And I pulled off all of the blossoms, and here they're coming again. They are just amazing. I've got way too many of them planted in this bin, but they're sure making the best of it. I love all the colors. Now in this bin with the huge pumpkin and the tomato from a seed, I have planted some ginger. And just lately it has come up. Look at that little sprout there. So we'll see how ginger does. Ginger, I know, is a warm weather crop, and it certainly was waiting until the temperature was just right. Look at the ice plant blooming here. Last but not least, I've got this great shelving unit here. I put these down one shelf at nighttime because sometimes the wind really comes flipping through here at night. and I don't want them to get tipped over. But during the daytime, when I'm here and I'm aware of what's going on, I have them on the top shelf. If the wind does come, if it picks up, then I'll just kind of race over here and move them. First of all, here we have the chamomile. Then we have, let's see, get out of the light here, get out of the shade. There we go. Pumpkins. Now I've thinned these all out, so I just have one per container. I think that they will do better in the long run with just one of them in there, because I know they grow pretty big. There's one in this container, one in this container. This big container here, I've got a Moringa Seed planted, hoping to see their little faces pretty soon. And finally we have, again, the Nasturtiums. So tiny. I did thin them out, so there's just one plant in that one also. See if that can help it grow a little bigger, a little faster. Get the oleanders blooming here. Look at the pink ones, the red ones. So nice. Got the puppy dog sleeping on the bed. Hi, Kiki. Hello, baby girl. What are you doing? You like the sunshine? I love it how they will look at her. She's laying with her body in the shade and her head in the sun. Sometimes it's the other way around, where they'll lay with their feet in the shade and their body in the sun. They know how to control their temperature. And there's Buddy. Hi, Buddy. What are you doing? Good boy. I'll show you just a couple more things around here that I've done. Maybe it can give you some ideas of things to do in your garden. Now this particular bin, the soil is it drains really fast, so it gets dry really fast. But the plants seem to love it. Now, the way I have it set normally is it drains to the back and drips out the back. But I find since it's draining so fast that I put some, I put some blocks of wood underneath here. So that makes it not drain so much this way, but it's more flat. So it keeps a little bit more water in there. And the same with the one on the other side there. You'll see I put a piece of wood underneath there just to hold it up and make it a little more level. Then when I pull that wood out, then it drains just a little bit, but not so fast like it used to. Another thing I've done here is I've taken some limbs off of the trees around here. I just save them whenever I have the big ones. And so I wanted to make a little trellis for the peas here. Hi, Precious. She's just bumping around under there. She's my little bumper car. I call her a little bumper car, because she's blind, so she just bumps around. But she's happy. Okay, so here I was trying with string to put string around here and tie that limb up. And here also. And I just couldn't, it just wouldn't stay with all that string. So I went and got some of these zip ties. I got a bunch of zip ties on there. And I learned something really cool about zip ties. You can actually undo them. You probably knew that. I didn't know that. I thought once you use a zip tie, that's it. You're done. But no, you can push, there's a little tab on there. You push that tab and you can use the zip tie again and again. How cool. That's so cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of my garden today. I am so happy that May is here. I'm so excited to watch these plants grow and grow and grow up through the end of June. I got 2 more months. Then I'll be heading out to be a snowbird gardener in a different climate. I'm going to take a lot of the same seeds and see what will grow at the other place. Okay, that's it, guys. From Rancho Cielo West Winter Garden. Adios. Jesus loves you. He's the exact image of the invisible God, and he knows what he's doing. Hallelujah. Jesus is Lord. See you next time. Mwah. Adios. Be sure and like, subscribe, leave a comment, and ring the bell. Bye-bye.